Welcome to BBC Schools Report, Ellie and Maddie reporting. We have recently interviewed 3 members of staff, one from Paulette High School, we have Miss Foster and Miss MacArthur, and from Riverview, Miss Calladine. We have questioned them about Science Week that took place at Riverview Primary School.
We are trying to show the importance between the link of high schools and primary and junior schools. We both personally think that this is very important. Here are the interviews that we did.
How do you think working with Riverview's children benefit Paulette students?
For the Paulette students, they loved it, okay? They loved the communication with them. I think it really brought home what teachers go through in the day. Not a lot of them wanted to go back after their 2 days there.
Do you think that most high schools should have a chance to work with younger students in different schools?
I think they should, yes. For primary school, when you get into year 5 and 6 and start thinking about going to secondary school, you get very worried about it. You don't really know what's going to be there. But the secondary school, going down into the primary school, showing them that they're just normal people, quite happy, and can tell them what goes on in high school, it really makes a difference to those children, as well as adding extra help into lessons.
Many parents think that working together plays a big part with children, especially the younger ones. Do you think that Science Week has encouraged children to work together?
Definitely. Like when we went into the school, it was all about group work. All of a sudden, our Paulette student had to help little students get good at science, and I think whilst it was a challenging, working together really brought them closer together to solve that problem. I think we encourage at school here to do more group work activity, and then you enjoy it more, you're communicating more, you can work it out together.
How did the Riverview children impact on this experience?
I think it was a very positive experience. They got to enjoy science a lot more. They did a lot of practical activities, and they really enjoyed working with the Paulette children.
Where did the idea of Science Week come from?
I can't take credit for Science Week, I'm afraid. Last year, the head of science, Mrs. Urquhart, in our school decided upon doing a Science Week. We're wanting to get what's called the Primary Science Quality Mark for our school, which means science has to be really high up on the agenda of our school. So we thought if we had a Science Week within school, then it would make science a lot more accessible and a lot more fun, and children would learn more through the week.
What did you hope to achieve from Science Week?
I wanted the children to have fun, I wanted them to explore, I wanted to make links with other people and other schools, and I wanted it to be a really fun and practical experience for the children.
Would you ever do another Science Week?
Yes, definitely. I think we will do a Science Week next year, perhaps not a full week. It may be a few days or a couple of days, but we will definitely do something similar next year.
What do you think the Paulette students think about the experiments?
I think it went really well, and I think the Paulette students really enjoyed it, and I've had some really good feedback, and I think hopefully we'll do it again next year.
As you know that English is an important subject, do you think that this experience will help the Year 6s when they move up to their high school?
Yes, I hope so. We helped them with some of their literacy and spelling and sentence construction when they were writing up their reports for their science. So hopefully it's just made a little link, and they now recognise me, so they'll know me when they come up to primary school, so it's a really good link.
Do you think the Paulette students learn from Science Week?
Yes, I do. I think they learnt about how people work together and how you cooperate and make sure that everybody is taking part in something, and we got to build lots of different models and do lots of team building things, so I think they really enjoyed that.
If you could rate Science Week out of 10, what number would you choose?
Definitely 11.
We'd like to thank their teachers for their time and answering the questions.
I think you can agree this is very educational. Maddie and Ellie reporting BBC School News Report.